Hello, everyone. Welcome to BodyBags. I'll be your reviewer for today. I'm Lonnie from Tats, and wow, this I just got done watching a real fun movie, and I wanted to talk about it. And even though I put in for this a while back, yeah, this is a nice little home invasion horror suspense thriller from 1971, directed by Enzo Castellari, who I believe directed The Last Shark and is known for directing the original. No, I want to say original because it's not really Tarantino's movie isn't a remake of it, but the movie with the original title, Inglourious Bastards. So yeah, the movie that I'm talking about, like I said, 1971, and is called, well, no title there. It's called Cold Eyes of Fear. Okay, but it also goes by the name Desperate Moments, as sort of a nod to, the movie The Desperate Hours. And this movie, the big thing about this movie, and honestly, I thought it was too before I actually watched it. I mean, this thing, the way it's designed and everything, and before I read any kind of synopsis on it or anything like that, the way this movie kind of makes you think it's going to be a giallo, and it turns out it's really not. The movie is actually really a home invasion horror suspense thriller, and we start off the very beginning of the movie, though, definitely gets you to think that, yeah, the movie is, a giallo horror film. Because you have this woman, this beautiful blonde woman, who's being terrorized by the faceless black glove killer with a switchblade knife, and she's being terrorized and ends up being murdered and stuff. Then we get to that's kind of the prologue of the film. Then we get into the main story, which is about a solicitor, and that's kind of the funny part is, the movie is supposed to really like take place in London, and it's not very convincing at all. In a lot of scenes, you could tell like in the background, they're going around and you see, like Italian writing on some of the walls and things like that, and just you don't buy that this is that this is London or any place in Great Britain or anything like that. Also, too, one thing that's funny, you could tell this is definitely in the old days of shooting, because I'm not even kidding. Like at the beginning of the movie, we're introduced to our two main characters, Anna and Peter, and we come to find out that Peter is a solicitor, lawyer, and Anna is basically a call girl. She's a prostitute. And the two of them are out enjoying a night together and all this, and Peter is paying for her company and stuff. So the two of them are out, having a night on the town and all this kind of stuff. And, it's kind of funny because he's got a lot of money and everything. So, like, they're going into a casino or an arcade, and they're not playing any of the games. He's got all this money, but, he only treats her to, like, a street hot dog and stuff like this, But one thing you're gonna definitely notice, like they're walking, you'll notice like people keep looking at the camera, and stuff like that. But of course, you watch the commentary, they'll tell you the same thing, But so the two of them, like I said, it seems like they're on their just having a good night together, just enjoying each other's company and all this kind of stuff. So they go to Peter's uncle's house, and they're gonna have their fun time there and all this, and things seem like it'll start getting, but then we realize that somebody is in the house, and that the butler has been murdered, which is revealed while Peter and Anna are starting to have fun with each other, and then we're introduced to Quill, who is he's there. He broke into the house, and he basically wants to rob the place. He figures, rich guy, judge's house. This guy's a solicitor, so obviously they got to have money. So he wants to get some money. So that's going on, and then it turns out that that's the only bad part. Is like it's hard to try to describe this movie because there are twists and turns, and it's really hard to describe because you don't want to give it away. But but let me just say that there's another. There's someone else there with Quill. Quill has an accomplice, and that he's there because the two of them, it's your typical home invasion thriller. You know what I mean? You got the two, Peter and Anna. They're trying to outwit their captors, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to get away. They're trying to call for help. They're trying to do the best they can and everything. But then you have the two, the two home invaders, and they're trying to. It turns out that one of them is there. He just wants to rob the place. The other one is there because it turns out he's got a score to settle with the judge who Peter's uncle, and I really don't want to give him. I feel like even by saying that, because this movie it's really fun to watch. There are some twists and turns. What's the phrase they keep using? It subverts your expectations, but it does it in a really good way. It's not really bad the way they do it these days in movies, where everything is just a letdown and everything sucks and is just completely anticlimactic or anything. It's like this here. Like it doesn't go the way you think it's going to go, but it's pleasantly surprising the directions that this movie takes. And I think I'll just go ahead and just leave it at that. Yeah, I mean, this is probably going to end up being about easily the shortest review I've ever done. But like I said, I don't want to give away too much. There's some fun, entertaining moments. Like a lot of, it does follow the path of a lot of home invasion thrillers, and I mean, you do have this, you do have the case of like the class systems clashing. You have the two home invaders. They're clearly, kind of more from like the poor side of the tracks and things like that, going against, the rich, upper crust. And we've seen that in movies like, House on the Edge of the Park, Desperate Hours, what else? Even Last House on the Left, it's like there's, David Hess's character makes, a snide comment about, people in China eating with sticks, and these creeps gotta have, 14 utensils for every pea on the plate, that kind of thing. So there is that kind of clashing of class systems in this movie. The lead actress, I forget her name. I think it's Giovanna Raleigh. I think that's the lead actress. As Anna, she gives a really good performance, and it follows the same kind of path a lot of movies take. She does. Everybody looks down on her. The male characters in this movie look down on her because she's, she's a sex worker and stuff. So everybody is, constantly just calling her a slut and bitch, and how it is. These older movies and stuff like that. They're not politically correct. But she plays a really good character. She's smart. She's actually smarter than the male characters in the movie, and she's very cunning. And she's yeah. I mean, she's actually a really good character. She's interesting to watch. The character of Peter, usually a story has a character who starts off with a lot of flaws, or is kind of a weakling or whatever, but through the story finds her strength. That is basically Peter's story. He does kind of go on something of a hero's journey as the movie progresses. You got I believe it's Fernando Rey who's playing the judge, who is Peter's uncle, and then we come to find out some things about him. But like I say, yeah, it's time to stop talking about it. But yeah, if you like, you got to be into this kind of genre, though. You got to like these kind of home invasion kind of movies. And, if you are into that and you like these kind of thrillers and stuff like that, then yeah, you're definitely going to enjoy Cold Eyes of Fear. It doesn't, it's got some nice little surprises, but I wouldn't say it definitely doesn't like redefine the subgenre in any way. I mean, it's not really treading new ground, but it is at least refreshing to see it. It's to see some things. Oh wow, that didn't go the way I thought it was going to be. Oh wow, that happened there. Wow, that's kind of cool. So I mean, at least it's nice when you could get a little bit of some fresh surprises. And the film looks great. It's beautifully shot and everything else. I would just say though, like unfortunately, Indicator did a great job with this release, but unfortunately, still the dubbing on this is absolutely horrible. It's terrible, but still, overall, a very well made film, and Castellari did a great job, and it looks great, and so I would definitely say, yeah, if you like these kind of movies, these home invasion suspense thrillers, yeah, definitely give Cold Eyes of Fear a shot. So I think that's about it. Like I said, I can't really go too much more into it. If I do, I'm going to ruin it, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody. So, okay, so that's it. So if anybody took the time to watch this, I thank you for doing it, and I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please leave it a like? And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Body Bags channel. We have a different reviewer, one for every day of the week. I am the Saturday reviewer. We have great guys. Everybody's doing wonderful stuff, and I say it every time, but I'm honored to be a part of this group, and I'm really happy to, I'm really happy they put up with me for this long. But so anyway, that's it. So take care, everybody. Have a good night. I'll see you later.